to the wide receiver. Makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's frustrating for a defense.
Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. On 4th down, going to the air. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Hand off to Jones. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The offense stays on the field. Opening drive, still in their own territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. The Buckeyes are flying down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Line gets set, 1st down. He wants to change this route. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Going downfield for the big play. And it's caught inside the
man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking to throw on first down. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back has it. And they run to the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Arkansas's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensation.
The end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Oh, he's got some space. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Going to the ground is what the Razorbacks love to do to move those chains with guys like Peyton Hillis and Darren McFadden.
Yeah, and you think of just Felix Jones along with the same era. Just guys that toted the rock with some physicality. Just tough guys that make you bring your lunch. When you want to come tackle them, you better bring it.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Not a ton of play calls for third in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies, and to give this quarterback a chance.
Kick is in the air. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gray. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long.
Quarter. They're going to ride this running back. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. And off to Jones. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. He'll start this drive firing. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to find the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now it's second and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal.
This offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tulsa is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he's going to try to return this one. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Fires to the big fella. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Thanks to grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Punt is in the air. Takes it on the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. To the ground with the back. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Oh, better look out! They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Man, teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, he breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds the tight end. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Running back searching for a hole. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. And the Razorbacks want to move quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. It is perfect.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll move the wide receiver. On 4th down, looking to pass. Quick completion on the out. Will not get there. 4th down stop. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Quick strike complete. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Looking to fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Still looking on the move. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Already 1 for 1 on field goals today. He'll try to make it 2 for 2 from 22. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. A long way to go for this offense. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. He'll take a shot. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They kick it away on fourth down. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. The give on the inside. Turning it on! And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. Inside the 35. Finds a crease at the 20. Elevates over his man.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to believe the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Got it! Touchdown, Ohio State! And the route is on.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Never a doubt. Right down the middle.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's got an open man. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Working the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Gray. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice game.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, lead the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and goal. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Notre Dame is trailing right now, but they are not out of this. I remember Rocket Ismail wake up the echoes all by himself. Let's see if this group can come back. They're trailing by just 2 to Florida State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll try the run. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the ground, it's Barrow. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He's got him. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20. And the Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He wants it all. Touchdown, Arkansas! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw in that touchdown pass.
And the point after is good. So an 82-yard drive there, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
The Razorbacks will hustle to the line.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Snags it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And he tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, Dave.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. The Buckeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Quarterback may change this route. They'll try to get the first through the air. That's caught. It's Jones. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's great. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Found the spot in the defense. Touchdown, Ohio State. He got it loose, and it was lights out after that. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Going right to work up top. It's complete.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want everything in front of you. You want that clock to tick, make sound tackles, and don't give up big plays.
Makes the pass. Caught over the middle. It's Barrow. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Throwing right. Got a man. It's Barrow. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
Throws to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Just keeps slinging it. Rushes on him. Going to try to get it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Fires to the right. A strike downfield. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Razorbacks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Razorbacks are in the hurry up. To the air on 2nd down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! Fitted in the window for the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Oh my. Oklahoma is putting on a show offensively today. They just simply can't be stopped. They're up by 31 over Florida Atlantic.
They want that clock to run.
Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. 1st down. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. He'll take it himself. And he was not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Caught behind the line. It's great. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Illegal touchdown. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense has it with really good field position. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. Past the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Avoids pressure. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. And And the Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got the quick pass. And they get him down.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate pass.
There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Hauls it in. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here we go. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give us up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And the Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. It's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today, we kicked them in the face?
This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. Fires to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.